The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside head track and field coach David Needs, I'm Tanner Swift, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman gets back to the track this weekend when they travel to Montreat for the Montreat Invitational. And, Coach, it's been 2 weeks since you opened up the season, and you opened it up in grand fashion. 9 victories over the 2 days. What's that say about expectations going into this weekend, especially with that weekend off?
Well, I think we're going to be in a better shape. I think that we have a few athletes that didn't participate, like Javad. And a couple others that we were trying to, we kept Devon kind of with a just one race, and Toot with one race, and Lube with one race. And so we had some athletes that we wanted to just be really careful with the first meet. I think this next meet we're going to have a little bit more focus, a little bit more purpose in what we're doing. That and taking Luke to the Raleigh relays, just giving our athletes a chance to really run at what they do well, kind of gearing towards conference a little bit, but also with a mind on nationals. I think we're expecting big things this weekend. Also,
some exciting news that you finally get Kathy ONeill as part of the roster. You get her cleared. Somebody you missed for indoor championships, I think, a whole lot. What does she bring to the team moving forward?
Well, Kathy is an amazing athlete, and she is, they could write a book about the things that she's had to endure to go through and to go. And I'm glad that the NCAA saw to give her outdoor season. And running unattached and doing other things. She would have set several school records. She is somebody that is very inspired to run, and I think that we're going to see in our conference, we'll see the very best of Kathy ONeill for sure.
You mentioned Luke Greer. He's headed to Raleigh tomorrow for that, and then we'll meet y'all in Montreat. Obviously, he's an All-American, but how much flexibility does that show how he is being able to travel to multiple places, or even during the indoor season, he would go up to Grand Valley from time to time?
One of the things that we committed a long time ago to be a great program, we said that we were willing to take our kids that could get into the best meets anywhere they needed to perform. And so we have been willing to go to the Penn Relays. We've been willing to go to Grand Valley, like you said. We've been willing to go wherever it takes to get those athletes the platform they can to compete. And Luke has earned it. He's running in the Elite 10K in a very prestigious college meet. And it's not because we begged and pleaded and we're nice people. It's because Luke earned it. And because of that, I think that says a lot about Carson-Newman's athletes and where we're going as a program and where we already are.
I believe he's about one of 5 or 6 D2 athletes that will be competing in that. In terms of moving forward, it's something your program has done throughout the years in terms of facing D1's opponents. How exciting is that looking forward to?
It's an everyday part of track. And what we sometimes forget in track is that we also run against professionals. There's not many college sports where you get to go and compete against professionals at the same meet that you're at. And that's just that's an everyday part of that. But what that does is that builds a sense of mental toughness and a sense of where you can get to as a runner and as a jumper and thrower, because when you get to compete against some of the best in the world, it really pulls you forward, and that's what we want.
Coach, appreciate your time.
I appreciate it.
He's head coach David Needs. I'm Tanner Swift, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.